YouTube tarot reader, Lisa Lee, has been found using bad language during her twice-weekly live streams. In a shocking turn of events, it has also been discovered that she will not tell you what you want to hear, only what you need to know. The internet is in collective shock that authenticity is alive and well in this corner of the YouTube meta space. Do not watch if you are easily offended.
Hi, I'm Lisa, a practicing liminal witch and tarot reader with over 28 years experience in helping people find guidance through the cards. On this channel I talk about all sorts of witchy, spooky and mystical things that interest me and I hope will interest you too. Welcome to Beyond Authentic. Yes, indeed. Good evening, everybody. Look at the hair already. As soon as I start. Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning, wherever you are. So let's have a little run through. In Americas, it's either 11 a.m., 12 p.m., or 2 p.m. So good afternoon, good morning to you over there in the States. Hello, if you're in South Africa, it's 8 p.m. Good evening to you. If you are in India, it is 11:30 at night, almost ready for Wednesday morning. And if you're in Australia, it's already Wednesday morning. So good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to everybody. Hope everybody is all well and good. Oh, thank you. Thank you for reminding me. I hadn't done that, Holland. You are quite right. Let me just, apparently this live stream doesn't exist. Let me just reset the YouTube a second. And also move my cloth because it's all got disjointed. Look at that. You take one day off because you're poorly and you forget everything. So let me just do that. And then how do I, got to go into it, press the buttons and do the buttons. Subscriber mode, slow mode. Luckily the keyboard's only there. 20 seconds and away we go. You'd think I'd have just started doing this at YouTube malarkey, wouldn't you? You would think I'd only just started doing it. However, what I have only just started, why is my hair doing this? So annoying. So annoying. Every time start a stream. Oh, I think I know why. It's because when I sit like back, the two fans cross in front of me. And as soon as I sit forward, I'm right in the path of the double fans. I think that's the problem. But anywho, hope everybody is well. Sorry about Tuesday. I was extremely poorly. Hang on. Today's Tuesday. Computer, what day is it today?
Today is Tuesday.
Right. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so sorry about Sunday that I missed because unfortunately the fibro has been bad. It's been bad in all honesty for a few weeks, and this hair is really going to do my head in. It's been bad for a few weeks, and I've been holding off and thinking it was okay and trying to push through. And finally, on Saturday, I was knackered. Woke up on Sunday really late into the afternoon, early evening, and I woke up originally about 3, and I said to Rufus, I'm just gonna try and or about 2, and I said I'm just gonna go back to bed for an hour or so. I'll set alarms, I'll wake back up, and then I literally woke up and it was already gone 6, and I was like, damn it. But I was so tired. There was just no way of doing anything. This blooming hair. Do you know what? If it wasn't for the fact I look so ugly bald, I've got a really odd shaped head, I would just go really dead short. But anyway, bit of news. I now have this courtesy of SumUp. You can book direct now. You can actually book direct. It goes straight through to a calendar. You don't have to go through the website or anything else. You can book the tarot readings directly on here. If you're wanting a private one-to-one, either in person, if you live in the West Yorkshire or Leeds, West Yorkshire area here in the UK, or if you are further afield, either by Jitsi, which is my preferred version, or we can use, what's the one that starts with an S? Skype or Zoom, whatever you want. We can do that on multiple different apps. So that is all if you want a private one-to-one. But obviously tonight we are here for more tarot readings. I'm going to try using the new deck today. it's not new, but the Unfolding Path deck that I reviewed on the channel, it went up last week. So yeah, I'm going to try using this deck today. I do have the Fifth Spirit and the Light Seers and the Celtic all on standby. I've slightly rearranged things on here. I've also just received the Thoth deck. And also, what else did I get up there that I need to look at again? The Cosmic Tarot, the Rebel Witches Tarot, the Before Tarot. So yeah, there's a lot for me to start reviewing again. But anyway, let's see who is here. Oh, I pressed something and everything just went whoppy. Let's see who is here this evening. So then, good evening to Patricia, one of our lovely mods. Good evening to Holland, one of our lovely mods who has a YouTube channel. So if you look at, do the @ sign and then Holland M on the YouTubes, that is that's how you can find Holland's channel. It's like a direct thingy through to Holland's channel. They've just released a new video all about was it hidden or was it secret? I can't remember whether it's classed as a hidden theatre or a secret theatre in that they're Sheffield. And it's really interesting. And we may or may not be heading off and doing a little bit of paranormal research. Yes, indeed. And so that might be a thing. No matter what I do, this strand of hair is not happy with me. Hold on. Let's try and jam it into there. Right, it's jammed in place. If it keeps coming back here, I'm just going to cut it off, I swear. So yeah, go and check out Holland's channel. There's lots of really interesting videos on there, and even videos that you might not have any interest at all. I found myself watching. Okay, now listen, I am not artistic in any way, shape or form. I can basically draw a Dalek and a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, and that is it. And if you want proof of that, you'll have to become a member, and we'll do it on the members only. Anyway, those are really the only two things I can draw. However, I sat through Holland's video. I say sat through, I was thoroughly hooked on Holland's video, all about this set of pencil things from Temu that was similar to this other set of pencil things that were really super duper expensive. And Holland was going through and sort of doing a bit of coloring and then using a brush and turning it into watercolor and comparing the two with this really like cheap Temu set and this really expensive set. Now, I've got no idea what these pencil things are that turn into paint. It's some kind of other witchcraft, wizardry, druidry, magic stuff, right? No idea what they are. But Holland's video was fascinating, and I found myself watching to the end. And then I did actually go on Temu, and I was looking and going, oh, I wonder what they are, before my brain went, Lisa, you don't draw or paint. What are you doing? Just stop. So I did. But that is the power of Holland's videos. So go and check those out. And they went to a druid temple. There's a whole range over there. Anyway, enough. There was a lot. So anyway, Mandy Brown is here. Good evening, Mandy. Not Brown. Old lady Specs. Mandy Bloom is here. Good evening, Mandy Bloom. Oh, it's all right, my darling. It's only fibro. You get used to it after a while. It messes up everything, but you know. Good evening to Melinda Brown. Hello, my darling. My sister from another mister all the way across the pond. She's not, but you know, there's obviously some sort of connection. You did consider both those words. Think you went with secret. Oh, it's not a secret theatre. No, it's a hidden secret theatre of secrets. Theatre of secrets. Theatre of secrets. Go watch it. It's a hidden secret theatre of secrets that only the fearless secret hunters can find, because it's an unknown mystery hidden theatre of secrets or something. Good evening, Martin Spring. First time here. Thank you, my darling, for joining. You'll get used to the slightly chaotic energy we bring here. Many of us are neurodivergent or neurospicy. So yes, it could get very interesting. You can't draw a turtle or a Dalek. On the next live stream, I will teach y'all how to draw a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle or a Dalek. It's very simple. And 15, 20 years ago, there was somebody that had graffitied Daleks all across Leeds. And I may have copied their art style. Let's say that. Let's say that's not going to get me into any trouble. So yes, indeed. Aquilarius, hello to you. I just love your name. It's like funny water. Love it. Did I say hello to Shika? Did I say hello to Shika? I think I said hello. Did I not say hello to Shika? Hang on a second. Hang on. I saw your post. There we go. Shika Mughal. Hello, my darling. How are you? I hope you are well. Again, look at that lovely profile picture. It looks like you're on the front of a yacht or a boat or something, somewhere nice. That's what it looks like. Or a pier or somewhere. Anyway, I don't know. I'm talking nonsense as always. But anyway, shall we start some tarot reading? I believe we should. First of all, though, I do need a slurp of my coffee. Also, I do have to say, I am so ready for the Mercury. Yeah, I'm so ready for that. I am so ready for Mercury to not being retrograde. This time round, it has really, really affected me. My brain just doesn't brain. Rufus said yesterday, earlier today, we were having a conversation, and he said, "Oh, blah 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 blah," and I said, "Is it? I didn't know that." And he went, "Yeah, I told you like day before yesterday." And I went, "Did you?" "No, you didn't." And he went, "Yes, no, I did. And I told you a couple of days before that." And I was like, "Are you sure you did? Because you could be gaslighting me right now and like pretending." And he was like, no, honestly, I told you. My memory is shot to pieces at the moment. My short-term memory. Not quite goldfish level, but not far off. Laura, good evening to you. Can I get a general? I'm about to open up a round. Okay, my darling. So I'm about to do that very thing. So then on this channel, there are two ways of going about getting a reading whilst we're live. If you want private readings, you can go to the website just up there, or you can go to the direct link there and book yourself directly. I know, right? It's amazing. You go, "I'm available on Sunday at 4 p.m. and I go, "I've got a booking on Sunday at 4 p.m. It's amazing. Anyway, the way to do it on the live streams, I'm just looking to change the banner. Here we go. The way to do it on the live streams is quite simple. There are two ways. You can either send it as a super chat. That will guarantee you the next slot. Okay. That is the only way to guarantee it on the channel. A super chat of any amount. So it can be $1. That will get you in for the next slot. However, that's only a three card reading. Yeah. A 3-card reading, Lisa. Yeah. A 3-card reading, right? So that gets you a 3-card reading. If you want a longer reading going into a bit more detail, your super chat needs to be $8, £6 or above. Okay, that will automatically get you the next slot and get you that longer reading, 6 or 7 cards. If, however, you don't want to send a super chat, you don't trust YouTube system, you don't have a credit card, debit card, you don't have the money, whatever it is, you can wait until I open up a free round. At which point I will say, I'm opening a free round. As soon as that happens, basically, go ahead and put your question into the live chat, starting with the word question. Okay. Has to start with the word question, and then put your question in. And then one of those will get picked at random. If you're picked, I'll read your 3-card reading. If you're not picked, then select and copy your question and hold it until I open up another free round, or send that as a super chat again, and then you'll get that next slot. Okay, we aim to go through till 9 p.m. UK time, which will be 10 p.m. in South Africa, 4 in New York, 2 o'clock in Denver, 1 o'clock in San Francisco, and 1:30 in the morning in India. So that's where most of our subscriber base come from. So yeah, hopefully all of that makes sense. I am in fact right this very second about to press this magic button here, and that notifies you that we are now opening up a free round. So if you go ahead in the comment section, you can see my comment is just there in the comment section, which is somewhere there, I think, if you've got it, or down there if you're on your phone. So go ahead and pop your question in now. If you've already posted it before I've announced the round, post it again. You've got about how long did I say normally? 28 seconds. So you've got 28 seconds to go ahead, pop your question to that there live chat, and one of those will get selected at random. So please go and do the things now. Don't forget, the only way to queue jump is to send it as a super chat. Yes, indeed. In fact, I should have mentioned already, we do have some housekeeping rules. Thank you very much, keeper of the questions. Okay, thank you very much. I've got that person's name. Just before I read for you and reveal who the person is, I do have to play this. We do have some housekeeping rules, okay? So these are the rules on the channel. Before we go on, here's the housekeeping. Tarot is for entertainment purposes only. You do make all of your own decisions about your own life. Tarot should never be used to replace medical advice, legal advice, financial advice, or counselling advice. If you're looking for support in these areas, please do seek out professionals in these areas. You do have to be 18 years of age or over to get a tarot reading on this channel. And remember, please don't share private information here or anywhere else on the internet that you wouldn't want anyone or everyone finding out about now or anytime in the future. Yes, indeed. Those are the rules here on this channel. So then, I've been given the name Martin from the Keeper of the Questions. So let me just find the question. There we go. So Martin, can you get a general reading, please? Yes, you certainly can, my friend. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do your reading for you in precisely 6 seconds time. Oh, I've got a dodgy. Oh, gosh. No, I haven't. It's because I put drinks there. Right. Okay. I thought I had a dodgy hinge there for a second. There we go. Fantastic. So then, this is the Unfolding Path deck. I think it is a beautiful, stunning deck. And hopefully, we'll get some really lovely readings from it today. So, as always, we cleanse the space. And we bring in the ever lovely Wispy. Wispy, good evening. Wispy is the air elemental dragon that I work with for the tarot. So then, Wispy, we're using the new deck today. We've used it a couple of times off camera. So then, Wispy, let's have a look and see. Martin, almost jumped there, my friend. Martin would like to know, can I get a general reading, please? Thank you. Yes, you can, Martin. Was it Martin? Martin, was it you that said it was your first time here? If it is, welcome. The randomizer's been very kind to you today, hasn't it? With the Keeper of the Questions. Right then, there we go. There's no card that jumped. But I've got to say, for those of you interested in tarot decks, this deck, not only is it beautifully stunning, as you will see as we go through the readings tonight, but it also shuffles like a dream. It's got that really nice soft touch matte finish to it. But anyway, let's have a look. So we'll do where you are right now, what you need to know, and what the opportunity, the future opportunity is. Okay, so where you are right now, ooh, the Eight of Swords, not in a very great place. What you need to know, we've got the Ace of Pentacles reversed, and then we've got the Five of Pentacles reversed coming in the future position. So it feels, Martin, like you've got a either a work-related issue at the moment or a financial issue. So let's go through it. Where you are right now, you've got the Eight of Swords. Now, Swords for me is trouble and strife. Swords is all about the difficulties, the hurdles, the challenges in life. Okay, and that's something that in general can mean anything, right? It's all of the hurdles. Now, I often say that the hurdles are sent to try us, and without those hurdles, without those challenges, we wouldn't evolve and grow. Because as a child, we tried to stand up, we fell over. We didn't stay sat on our bum. We tried again, and we tried again, and we tried again, until eventually we worked out how to stand, and then eventually how to walk, and all sorts. So sometimes the hurdles in life are like that. They are stepping stones into our future self, if you like. However, the Eight means you're going through a lot of them, and they can be particularly trying. Now, you can see this person is hemmed in with these Eight Swords. Now, it isn't just about being hemmed in. I don't know whether you can see, but she is looking directly through the gap in the swords. She's seeing things clearly for the first time. And with the Eight of Swords, that's quite a defining a defining moment with the card, basically, because it's literally saying that it's like the blindfold is being lifted and you are seeing the issues that you are surrounded by for the first time, and now the issue is how you deal with them. Okay, so it's been revealed what is happening. Now you've got to work out how to deal with them. Now, what you need to know, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. So this might not be the best time to start a new career, new job, new something. Okay, it might not be the best time. The Ace of Pentacles, if it was this way up, would be talking about fresh starts, new beginnings, starting over, sowing those seeds for a brand new future, all of that. When it's reversed, and especially in this position, saying what you need to know, it might not be the best time now to start anything over. Do you know what I mean? It might not be the best time to start doing something for the first time. So if you're looking at changing jobs or you're looking at starting something, maybe hold off on that just for now. It feels like if you were to start something before these issues are some of these are resolved, it's going to cause some future problems, if that makes sense. It's going to cause some issues down the line. Now we have got the Five of Pentacles. It's come up reverse, but I'll show you it this way round, because the Five of Pentacles is one of those cards that is often seen as somebody being very down on their luck and financially in need of some support. And again, the issue with this is that it's reversed. So it's saying that it's almost like if you start something new right now, even though it's not going to be your fault, it might not go well for you, and you might end up needing that financial support from people around you. You might be in that position where you need to get some work advice or some legal advice through work, or some financial advice from somewhere. It won't necessarily be your doing, but I wouldn't trust this right now. Okay, put it that way. I wouldn't trust this right now. Right, I'm going to come into the live chat. I don't normally while I'm doing a reading. You're female and single. Okay, my darling, let me just have a look. I want to see if we can see exactly what this is. So Wispy, I want to get clarity here. What is this Pentacles issue? What is going on with this? A, it's another pentacle, and B, it's still reversed. Let me just check. No, we've got upright cards, reversed. So they're all upright cards, so they are mixed. So that is fascinating. Right, so you've got the Queen of Pentacles. So this would be either a boss or an older family member who is somehow draining your money, love. So they are somehow draining your money. There is some sort of element here that either they are controlling or they are draining or stopping your money. So if this is a work-related issue, then they are either reducing your hours, so it could be a boss that's messing with your wages or something. If it's not work-related and this is like a family member or friend that you are financially supporting, it may be time to stop that, because it feels very much like this person is going to be draining you until you're drained. Okay, so just be really, really careful, my darling. Watch your finances like a hawk. Really, really watch them like a hawk. Make sure you've got control over your financial sort of side of your life, your work's financial side, because it really does feel as if there is something here that is going to play out in the next few weeks, that is going to lead you financially short. Okay, so just watch that like a hawk. Whatever these issues are, my advice would be go and seek out some financial advice, some professional financial advice, work advice, whatever it is that's going on. If this is all about your workplace, speak to somebody in HR, speak to a union rep, whatever it is. Try and get some advice on what to do, because it really does feel like this is a negative in your financial area to come. Hopefully, my darling, forewarned is forearmed. So hopefully that makes some sense. but yeah, the very best of luck to you, my darling, and I hope that helps. I really do. I always say forewarned is forearmed. At least it gives you a bit of an idea of, you know, what's to come, and what that possible outcome could be. You don't want to find yourself through no fault of your own needing that support, you know what I mean? And again, I'm turning some of these cards face up and some of these cards face down as I'm putting them randomly back in, so you know, you can see they're properly shuffled and everything. Right then, who did I just see in that there chat? Judy, hello, my darling. Judy, one of our lovely members. A couple of months now, I think. I can't see the color of your coffee cup on the StreamYard, so it doesn't actually tell me what color your coffee cup is. But hopefully, you can see the color your end, and you'll know what color it is anyway. It's yellow. That's good. I think that means, I can't remember what that means. I did put it all in the doodah at one point, but yes. Melinda, you keep getting kicked out. That's not our end, my darling. That will be the YouTubes. That'll be the YouTubes. Maybe there's a glitch in the matrix. So yes. Princess Shy, hello, my darling. 23, hello you. I hope you are doing well. Welcome to the channel. I know, right? I say hello you as if I know people. Hello. Oh, is it 2 to 6 months? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I'll have to have a look. I'll have to have a look on my own channel and see what colors. I know I made all those as well. Why is it a coffee cup? Well, why not? Why not? You know, this channel is fueled by coffee, especially at the moment. Good lord, those darn gremlins, those darn gremlins. You can say damn, it's fine on this channel. You can say damn. So then, shall we have another round? Shall we? I think we should. By the way, I'm loving these cards. I think we should. Shall we? I'm trying to work out, by the way, what cards these would pair nicely with, because they are a very feminine energy, and the fifth spirit is a very gender neutral energy. So maybe I want something that's got a similar sort of art feel, but with a more masculine energy behind it. And at the moment, most of the decks I'm interested in are more of those feminine decks. So yeah. So I need to, I would say Thoth, but I've never understood the Thoth deck. It's a very confusing deck with very confusing names and very confusing images, and it's all very confusing. So to be honest with you, I still have no idea why I bought it, but I obviously did for a reason. Now, that's interesting. Right. Sorry, everybody. I know my brain just went off on one because I was trying to move something and something's all on the floor. Never mind. Right, let's go again. Let's have another free round. So then we're going to open up another free round. I've done the doodah in the doodah, so it's gone into the chat section now. And here's the air horn. So if you would like a free tarot reading, please do go ahead, pop your question into that there live chat, starting with the word question, or send it through as a super chat to guarantee that you have the next spot. Okay, that's what you need to do. Either one of those two things, and you've got about 30 seconds to do it in. We don't have any questions at all. Right, that's interesting. Was there a Thoth deck in that blue box? There was one of the little ones, yes, but I saw, believe it or not, on the YouTube, on the eBay, I saw a Thoth deck. for £15. £15. So I nabbed it very, very quick, and it wasn't one of the little Chinese decks. So thank you, Patricia. I will I can use that for something else now. But it did come with a doodah. It came with a little book. Oh, I was about to say we had no questions, then 3 have popped in. 3 have popped in. Right then, let's have a look. So, keeper of the doodahs, keeper of the questions, there are 3 in. And we're going with, oh, it looks like we're going with number 2. Who's number 2? Who's number 2? Who is number 2? Number 2 would be Laura. Right then, so Laura, question, whatever I need to know for the week. Okay, my darling, I can do that for you. Everybody who isn't Laura, do me a favor, select and copy your question and then hold off until after Laura's reading and then pop it back in when I do the next free round. Okay, you can always tell when we do a free round, we get the little wah, 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 wah. We get that, and you'll also see it across the bottom of the page, and also one of the 30-second videos will play. So that's your time to get your question in. But Laura, your time for your question is coming up right now, and I'll do your reading in 15 seconds. Right then, let's have a wee look. We do the usual. We cleanse. Why do we use a bell to cleanse? The reason is simple. The vibrations cleanse the energy. It clears the space. Why do I circle 3 times clockwise? Because I'm a witch and that's what we do. It's for positivity. Clockwise is positivity. Anti-clockwise can sometimes be seen as negativity. We want to cleanse the space, not bring anything in, if that makes sense. The only thing we bring in is Wispy, who is our air elemental. So if you think of this wonderful dragon painting, that is going to be swapped out for Sunday. Sunday is actually the beginning of September, so I swap these out every month. This was given to me by my brother from another mother, Neil, and this is a very good image of what Wispy would look like, our air elemental dragon, if he was painted in color, whereas Wispy is actually made of smoke and ether and your breath on a cold day. And so yeah, that is what Wispy looks like. If you don't know what Wispy is, I will put the link into the live chat right now. So there you go, popped it in now. That is a link to what Wispy and my dragons are. Yes, I do have 5 dragons, and yes, they are real in so much as they are magical entities. So yes. Right then, Wispy, now I've explained what you are, my darling. Laura would like to know whatever they need to know for the week. So whatever Laura needs to know for this coming week. So a nice simple one. She doesn't want to know what's happening in 7 years' time, or, you know, what exact type of person is coming towards them with a love message, and when's it going to arrive, and what door are they going to knock on, and what does Laura need to wear. None of that. None of that. Laura just wants to know what is coming up this week. What do they need to know this week? Laura, I love this question. You can come here every single week and ask this. That is perfect. Right. I'm going to start doing some skits, you know, some little comedy shorts on tarot. So just watch this space. I'm working on stuff behind the scenes. Right then. So question, what do you need to know this week? Where are you right now? Ooh, 4 swords. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Just look at the beautiful cards. They're just stunning. What do you need to know? The 6 of swords. Okay. And what is the potential future? Ooh, the 9 of wands. That's nice. Right. So, okay. This is going to be a learning week, basically. So we've got the 4 of wands in your where you are position. Okay. So the 4 of wands is fantastic. It basically is, well, sorry, not wands, it's swords. The 4 of swords. Now, it's not. Hang on. There. I'm trying to talk and do two things at once, and my brain can't function like that. So the Four of Swords is swords is your trouble and strife suit, right? So swords would be hurdles, obstacles, challenges. However, the four is stability. You can see this person has a good night's sleep. They do not look perturbed, right? They are holding on to the sword. The other swords are on the bed with them. There's petals that have come off the flowers. You know, it doesn't look like anything's been destroyed. We're not looking at anything super nasty or super horrific. And you can see the magical energy is coming off in these sparkles all around. So they are dreaming about the solutions to these issues, right? So the energy here, fours are all about stability. Swords is about hurdles and obstacles. So this is saying whatever you've got going on at the moment isn't going to get any worse. And actually, as you think things through, as you sleep on issues, you're going to start having ideas and new ways to look at the problems and new ways to look at these hurdles. Okay, it's not going to get worse. In fact, this is probably one of the best sword cards you can have, because it's saying there's not going to be a lot more put on your plate. Okay, so whatever's been going on recently, whatever has brought you to ask for a tarot reading, it's not going to get any worse. Things are going to be okay. Things are going to be stable away. What you need to know, though, we have got a little bit of difficulty moving forward. So there will be some issues in resolving some of these issues, right? There'll be some problems in the resolution, because this card is talking as much as you are trying to get away and move past issues, there's also an element of taking them with you. Okay, so there is an element of taking these issues with you and not having them fully dealt with. So as long as you know this is what you need to know, right? And as long as you know that things aren't going to be solved immediately, and that there are going to be issues, there are going to be some hurdles that you aren't going to resolve this week, right? So there are going to be stuff that will take a bit of time to work through. As long as you know that, then you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so you can carry on. So this is literally saying, don't worry about the fact that some things are going to take longer than you think. Don't worry about the fact that something is lingering, that something is taking, 2 weeks instead of 4 days. Whatever it is, it's a bit like when you post something or you order something online and it says 2 to 5 business days. You hope it's going to be 2 business days, but if it's 5, it will take you over the weekend. And so what actually, when you're ordering, sounds like, it could be even a couple of days, could actually be a week away because of the way the weekend drops. So it's basically, that's what this card is saying. Look, don't worry too much. There is a community element with the sixes. So it may well be that if whatever issues you're having, whatever hurdles you're going through right now, if there's anything there that family can help with or friends around you can help with, maybe look to them for a little bit of advice, because that's what the sixes would indicate. But again, with these two in the way they are, I'm not too worried about both of these being swords, particularly because in the future, so this is towards the end of the week for you, so the end of next weekend onwards, you've got the 9 of Wands. Wands is all about your sense of security, your sense of self-esteem, self-confidence, how you feel about yourself, all of those things. And for me, the 9 is full, the 10 is overflowing. So this is saying whatever's happening, by the end of the week, you will have either mostly overcome the issues, or those that can't be overcome in a week that need to linger and just need to settle, you'll be at peace with. Okay, so by the end of the week, probably this time next week, the Monday, Tuesday of next week, you'll have felt that sense of accomplishment, that sense of security, and knowing that whatever these issues are either dealt with or, in the process of being sorted. So I don't think you've got any major hassle this week. Whatever the hassles are, process them through as you would normally, and they will come to their natural conclusion. Does that make sense? Like, you'll find the solutions to them. And again, the ones that you don't solve this week immediately, they're not going to be a problem. The fact that they're lingering, the fact that they're going on for a few weeks, that's just what time it takes to resolve those. Okay, but you're going to feel confident by the end of the week, and hopefully that helps. I really enjoy doing short-term readings because it's a lot better, because you can actually kind of get into it if you like. Oh, excuse me. Sometimes when you're doing readings for like 3 months down the line, it can be really, really, really difficult because there's so much time and there's so many variants that can lead into things and how things evolve. But hopefully, Laura, that helps. Right, let me have a quick look. Johnny Blake, hello, my darling. Good evening to you. Good evening, Lighthouse Streamer. Good evening, Sam. They are beautiful cards, aren't they? Did I freeze? Oh, I didn't freeze my end. Hello, Ed. I hope you're well. Everybody's saying hello. Johnny Blake, my darling, hold off a second. I will be opening a free round very, very, very soon. But yes, hopefully that helps, Laura. Thank you ever so much for your question. Yeah, thank you very much for being here, and thank you for your question. I've said that like 4 times now. But yes, do you know what, Laura? Thank you for your question. Many thanks. Anyway, right. Shall we have another free round? I think we should. By the way, for those of you asking about the cards, it is the Unfolding Path deck. And if you bear with me, I will find the doodah for them and pop it into the chat. Yes. In fact, right then, shall we go ahead? I'm going to go ahead and open another round. So the new round is now open. Go ahead and pop your question into that there live chat, starting with the word question, and one of those will get selected at random. Once that's been selected, I will read for that person. If you are not the person picked, then please select and copy your question and hold it over for the next free round. The only way to guarantee you're up next is to send your question in the form of a super chat. Either way, you've got about 30 seconds to do one of those 2 things right now. Yep, indeed. Right then. So if you go into the description box right now, there should be a link in that their description box right away. And I can also pop it just there. Now, it is an affiliate link. So I think if anybody does buy a deck using that link, I think I get about 2 pence or something through to my Amazon doodah. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. If you want a deck, that's where you can go and find it. Right then, so Mandy, apparently Mandy's asked a question. I don't know, let me click on that on the thingy. Mandy Bloom, there we go, my darling. Right, if you are not Mandy Bloom, please go ahead and select and copy your question and hold it until the next free round. Question: are me and my new man going to be happy? Ooh. Are you talking like a little bit of boom chicka wow wow, or are you talking in general, like both wearing cardigans and sitting on the side of the seaside having an ice cream together, watching the sun go down as you like 2 old pensioner type people? Who knows? But I'm going to read for you now, Mandy. Yeah, let's go ahead, and your reading is going to be straight after this. There's a super strong connection here, right?
Oh my God!
Mimi, I've just seen your super chat come in. Mimi, I will be reading your question and doing your reading straight after Mandy's. Okay, my darling. So Mimi, stay on and you'll be up straight after this, my darling. Right then. So Mandy. Oh, hang on. What have I done? There we go. Star it, put it in the right space. There we go. Oh gosh. Sorry, my husband just literally walked through the doorway in the corridor and made me jump. So yeah. Right, just bear with. I just need to do that. There we go. Right then, Mandy, your question is up now. What am I looking for? Bear with me. I'm trying to press this button, but it doesn't want to play. There you go. Now I've got it. Right then. So Mandy, we are cleansing the space for you, my darling. And we are bringing in that there Wispy, our air elemental dragon. So then, oopsie, Wispy. Mandy would like to know, is she and her new man going to be happy? Is Mandy and her new man, going to be happy? What's this? We've got the 2 of Wands that has decided to reverse itself in the deck. So this is your clarifying card, my darling. So clarifying or modifying card. Now it does exactly what it says on the tin. It clarifies or modifies the reading. So I will get to that in just a second. Before we do, let's do your drop. As soon as we get a clarifying card, I stop shuffling because that's when the cards are literally telling me it's time. We've got the King of Cups. We've got the Queen of Pentacles reversed. And we've got the 4 of Cups. Okay, so then let's have a look. First things first, what does the 2 of Wands mean? Well, Wands is security. And the 2 is all about couples. So it's about people coming together. I know, right? It's a nice trick if you can both do it, coming together. No, I don't. Well, anyway, moving on. So yeah, it's about a couple, and it's about a couple that are better together than separate. And it's about having that confidence and having that security together. Okay, so that is your clarifying card. That could almost be your entire reading, couldn't it? Because it kind of suggests that, yes, you are better together than apart. So that kind of answers your question, really. But let's look at it. So where you are right now, we've got the King of Cups. Now, Cups is your emotional suit, okay? So this is all about emotions, love, feelings, all of that positivity. The King could represent, let me think, a male person in your life. And the King of Cups would be, let me think, perhaps a lover, perhaps your new man. It's a wonderful card, Mandy, for somebody that's got a new love. It does suggest that maybe he's going to want to be the man of the house. Do you know what I mean? Which, if you're down for that, that's absolutely a perfect connection. So the King of Cups is a very loving person. He's a very passionate person. He's somebody who brings their emotional side with them. So it's not just, wham, bam, thank you, man. There's a whole load of emotions and love and connections in relationships from the King. It isn't just a case of the King being a player. He can be a player when the King is single. When the King is committed, especially with this deck, he tends to be committed, if that makes sense. There is, however, what you need to know. We've got the Queen of Pentacles reversed. So is there a financial difference? Is there a work-related issue that might be connecting the two of you? Is there something here that is a little bit maybe misaligned in some way? Because the Queen is reversed. If she was upright, I would say, look, that's good. The King's coming in, the Queen of Pentacles, growth and finances and work and career and all of that. She's bringing that with her. However, when she's reversed, maybe he is a little more financially stable than you, and maybe he's able to bring that positive financial element with him. I'm not saying that's why you're with him, I'm not saying that at all, but maybe that's helping. But just bear in mind that there might be this slight, not ripple, but this slight element to be aware of. Okay, it still feels really positive. What I will say is, when we look at the future, we're still going through this Two of Wands lens, so we're still erring on the upside. We do have the Four of Cups, right? Now, you can see in this card, this person looks a bit grumpy. It's not the king, but it could be related, so it could be that king energy. However, this is a card of ignoring opportunities because of what's there. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you, Nanette. I'll have a look in a second, my darling. So because you're being offered, or the king could be offered something and isn't taking it. Okay, so this would suggest to me, in a reading like this where it's a new relationship, it almost feels, again, because you've got the King of Cups coming in, and as I said, the king can sometimes be a bit of a player. Don't worry too much, because it feels like, even though he could be tempted by somebody could go, you know, here, look, here's, I don't know why I did that, but here's my boobs, look at my boobs, aren't they lovely bouncy boobs, look at the boobs, look at the boobs, come away with me, look at the boobs, right? He's not interested in that. It's like he's happy with what he's got, and even though these cups are empty, he's not going to be looking for something somewhere else. Do you know what I mean? It's like, once he's committed, it feels like he's committed. The only issue I have, the only kind of question in all of this, is this Queen reversed. I think this is perhaps that disconnect financially, or that disconnect. If he's somebody you work with, just be careful. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Let me just quickly check in the live chat 1 second. Right, there's no comment in there, my darling. Right, let me know, Mandy, if you work with him, because if you do, I would say that would be the only slight concern. I think everything's fine. You've got a king and a queen. The other thing that this could be, my darling, is that you're a little bit uncertain of how you want things to grow, and maybe you're questioning things a little bit at the early stage in the relationship. Maybe you're feeling that he is a little bit of a player, but honestly, I wouldn't worry if that's your concern, because we've got the Four of Cups, and the Four of Cups is about stability. It's about things being stable, if that makes sense. Hopefully, my darling, that helps. It looks, listen, from what I can see here, it looks very, very positive, right? You've got a positive connections card as your overview, your clarifying, modifying card. You've got a king that's full of love and passion. If this is your doubt about where things can go, because finances are one aspect of the pentacles, the other one is growth, because it's connected to the earth energy. So if you're worried about whether things can grow, I don't think you've got anything to worry about, because literally, if you're worried about growth, he's sat next to a big bloody tree here and isn't being tempted. So my gut instinct is, this is a keeper. Okay, this is a keeper. And listen, I've got to tell you, in 3 years of doing these live streams and having all sorts of romantic relationship type readings and all sorts of results for people, we are yet to have a beyond authentic wedding, right? There's been people that were already together, already engaged, all of that have got married, but we have yet to have the wedding of somebody that came on and asked the opinion of the relationship. So this feels like this one could be a keeper. And if he is a keeper, we want an invite by Zoom or by Skype or whatever to the wedding. If you're in the UK, we want an invite. We don't eat a lot between the 4 or 5 of us. Literally, we'll just have a couple of vol au vents and a little tiny wedge of quiche. We won't even want any cake. We just want an excuse to wear our wedding hats and our wedding suits. That's all. That's all it is, right? So this one's definitely a bit of a keeper. And I hope that helps, Mandy. Right then, so let me take this banner off. I've got Mimi up next, and then I've got Nanette's Blood Rose Horror Nightmare. Yes. So yes, I hope that helps. I'm not even joking. I'm not joking. Mimi, I'm not joking. Seriously, if Mandy's looking for the wedding, we're ready. We're ready. I haven't bought my hat yet because I can't decide on the color of the veil. It'll be purple, obviously. A nice little pillar boxy hat, well, it tilts like that with a little veil on this side, like a old maid, like an old granny's hat. Yes, like one of those. Ed would like the cake. Yes, Ed would like the cake. You've got us. Okay, Mimi. Well, I'm coming to your question now, my darling. So just before I go to the next question, I do have to say that we have been doing this for 3 years. And in that time, as you can tell, if you are, even if you're not new here, but as you can tell, we do now have memberships open. And so I've just got to hit this because it's wonderful. Yes, indeed. Click join for more information. Oh! Buy that hat. Hang on. Both retired. Being a player was an issue, but not now. Thank you so much. He said, you're the one. Oh, it could be our first hat. Patricia, look. Holland, Ed, Neil, look. Buy the suit. Get ready. Oh, thank you, Holland. Holland is persevering despite having extremely buggy internet connections. Holland is absolutely persevering. Bless you. Thank you very much, Holland. Right then, so we do have Mimi up next, and then Nanette, you'll be up after Mimi, and then we're going to open up more free questions. So Mimi, let's have a look. You're going to Korea at the end of October for your official engagement reading. What does that mean? What's that? How will everything turn? Excuse me. Will our relationship get stronger, and how will he see me after? And will his feelings get stronger? So basically you want to know what is likely to happen after you go to your official engagement reading. I'm not sure what that is, but it does sound really interesting. Is this like, is this the announcement of the engagement, or I'll tell you what, I'll work on it as if it's like the official engagement party type thing. And then how will everything turn? Will your relationship get stronger, and how will he see you after, and will his feelings get stronger? So basically you want to know all of the emotional stuff with their relationship. Okay, my darling, I'll have a look at that for you. Oh, your engagement proposal. Okay. So basically he wants to propose, and he's going to propose, but you're doing it officially in Korea. Right. Okay. I've got it. I'm sure I've got it. Right. Okie dokie, my darling. I will read for you right now. In fact, it will be 17 seconds.
We have a super strong connection here. Right. Oh my God!
Okay, so then let's have a look for you, Mimi. We're going to, as always, cleanse that there space and bring in Wispy. So Wispy, Mimi is going to Korea at the end of October, where she's having an official engagement proposal thing, where the Mimi's partner is going to ask her to marry him officially. There's going to be an official arrangement. Okay, this is the official engagement. So what Mimi wants to know is how he'll see her afterwards. Will their feelings get stronger for each other? And basically, is their relationship going to get stronger after the engagement? That's what Mimi wants to know. Is everything going to get lovelier and more romantic and more stronger after the engagement? Is everything going to go okay? My fingers do not work today. Right then. There we go. Oh, 2 cards dropped. One more round. Wispy, if you want the cards to drop, you need to do it 1, 1, 1. Not a bunch, just one. We know this rule. Oh, look at this. Is that one single card? It is. Look at that. I tell him to drop 1 card. He drops 1 card. It's the... Now, that is surreal. That is surreal. Right. So, the card that's dropped again as your clarifying card, once again, is the 2 of Wands. So, again, you're better together than apart. You grow stronger. You've got that security connection with each other. This is a very positive card. Again, Mimi, this could be the second hat. We might need 2 hats. We can use the same one twice. It's fine. We're not fashionistas, me and Patricia. It's fine. So 2 of Wands, very, very positive clarifying card. So let's have a look. I'm gonna actually just pop this one up into the corner. So clarifying card wise, it's very, very positive, my darling. Very positive. Right. Let's have a look at your drop. So then we're going to do your 6 card, well, it'll be 7 card with this one, 7 card reading, and we're going to go with the we'll do the standard 3 and then we'll get deeper as we go through. Okay, so wow, she's popular tonight, isn't she? The Queen of Pentacles. So that's coming up in the where you are. What you need to know, the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, cool. And the future potential, the 9 of Pentacles reversed. That's okay. Don't worry about the reversal. Connecting. It's interesting that all of these are pentacles rather than cups, because pentacles is growth and also finances. There's no cup card here about loving energy yet, but we'll see what comes up. So connecting the Queen to the 10. We've got the 8 of Cups reversed. Connecting the 10 to the 9 reversed. We've got the 9 of Cups reversed. And then connecting these 2 cups, we've got the 7 of Cups. So we've got the 7, 8, 9. That's interesting. No, because look, the next ones aren't. That isn't right. Okay. That isn't a shuffling error. This is what the cards are actually throwing up. Right. Okay. So the Queen of Pentacles, again, finances, financial relation, money, career, finances are very, very, very highly linked in with this one. But there's also, because Pentacles is connected to growth, you can see here there's sunflowers and there's plants and some kind of flora with all of the Pentacle cards. But you can see here, the Queen is stunning, isn't she? But we've got the rabbit, we know what rabbits do. Bunny rabbits, they do the do. We've got apples, we've got pears. So she's quite, yes, it's work, career, finance, but there's also this earth energy going on with the Queen. And that earth energy is about growth. It's about progression. It's about starting here and climbing together. So it does feel quite a positive card. I do think you're quite a strong, independent woman. And I do think that is a great position to be in. So it's like you're becoming with your own ideas, your own career, your own sense of who you are and what you need for things to grow. So I think that's a fantastic position. What you need to know, we've got the 10 of Pentacles. Now you can see here, this is family. This is again, Pentacles being that growth element. So we've got the finances with the coins. We've got diamonds. We've also got flowers. So again, money very much highlighted. I always say the 9 is full, the 10 is overflowing. So there's a certain element here of an abundance of growth. So maybe there is an expectation. We can see children and we can see generational energy here. So maybe there is this element of an expectation that when you marry, there'll be children. Things will progress very quickly towards that and towards having kids and starting a family. Again, that might be something you're a little bit unsure of right now, but it's something that will come. I think genuinely it's part of an expectation of the marriage. I really do. And it's like, okay, so you get married and then you start a family. Now, how that connects with your being the Queen and having your own sort of independence, I don't know, but we'll come to that. We'll come to that, my darling. So don't worry. In the future potential, we do have the 9 of Pentacles as well. And you can see here, this peacocking. So is this the groom? Is this idea of, as I say, peacocking, showing a bit of wealth, showing a bit of financial prosperity? We do have, again, I think this is supposed to be cherry blossom on this, but we do have the Pentacles here. This is reversed, so there is a slight element of maybe husband to be wants a more elaborate wedding situation or wants to be seen and shown off more than perhaps you want. So there might be an element there, or possibly the reverse. Maybe you want a big wedding and hubby to be doesn't, because he doesn't want that peacock element. He doesn't want to be on show quite as much. Either way, that's something to discuss later. It with this card coming over the lot, it actually shows that I think most of these issues that are here can be resolved, right? So connecting the Queen to the 10, we've got the 8 of Cups. Now it is reversed, so I do think there's an element here, but I'll explain. So the 8 of Cups is all about moving towards the 9, right? It's about wanting to move forward, take that next step. The 9, as I say, things are overflowing in. Okay, so if it's love, then it's, sorry, not overflowing, it's full. If it's love, then it's full. It's that proper strong love connection, and Cups is the love suit. It's that emotional suit. Okay, so what this is saying is that the Queen, you in this situation, are really wanting to make that connection, that love connection. It may well be, because it's reversed, that it will come, but it might be a little bit longer than you want, or it may well be that you want that instant, that instant element of wow, where everything's like in the movies, where you see somebody across a crowded room and you fall in love instantly. I don't think that's going to happen, but it does genuinely feel as if that step towards that deeper love is going to be there, but perhaps not quite in the way that you expect because of the reversal. Linking the 10 of Pentacles, so this abundance of growth and expectation on family, to the 9, we've got the 9 of Cups. Now again, this is reversed, so there might be a slight element of expecting the family, expecting that children are going to come really quickly before there is that deeper feeling of a before you fell in love. Do you know what I mean? So it could be that the expectation is you'll start a family and learn to love each other later. Does that make sense? It does feel as if love is here, but I don't think it's going to be that situation where, and again, you were talking about the proposal, not necessarily the wedding. So it does feel as if that love is there, but it's in its infancy. It needs to grow a little bit and it needs to progress. And it may well be that he's not as romantic as you want him to be. Okay, again, with this not wanting to peacock, not wanting to show off. So it may well be that you might have to kind of teach him a love language between you. Does that make sense? It's like my husband doesn't really go into public displays of affection. He's not overly physically affectionate, even in private. But when we're walking somewhere, he'll hold my hand, and we go somewhere, he'll hold my hand. And he shows his love in lots and lots of other ways. Like he because I'm gluten-free, he placed an order and got some gluten-free biscuits for me as a surprise, as part of something else that he was ordering. And it's like, he didn't need to do that, but he knows that, I like a biscuit with a cup of coffee, and he found some that I like specifically and specially, just as I wanted to get you something that you can enjoy. And so things like that, he shows me love in different ways like that, rather than being all over me like teenagers. Okay, so again, this is something where you and your fiance are going to have to kind of maybe work together on, because it may be your love language is different to his, and you have to kind of work out what that is. So again, don't expect this massively romantic, overly ebullient kind of measures in that first instance. It's got I've got that feeling that it will all come, it will all grow, just maybe not at first. And again, the root of it is the 7. Now the 7, you can see the look on this person's face. It's tough choices, and do I, don't I, should I, shouldn't I? Do not let this difference in love language affect the decision on the wedding, right? It doesn't, and how you move forward together. It doesn't feel as if this is a block. It feels simply as this is a different way of expressing love and expressing affection for one another. So if I remove that card, right? So I remove the 10, and we go from effectively the past towards the future. So we've got you being in that Queen of Pentacles position, wanting that growth, wanting that independence, but also wanting that your own life, but also wanting that love connection. So we go from the Queen to the 8 of Cups reverse, which is that thing of wanting to chase after that 9, that full-blown love, but it may not be a journey that is going to go the way you expect. Again, I think it's a difference in love language. We then get to the 7 with a difficult choice. Do you go through all of this for somebody who may not be able to express their feelings for you in the way that you want initially? Again, I'm not saying it's just you and me here now, right? Just you and me. Forget everybody else. Listen, us women, we have ways. Do you know what I mean? We can teach the men folk what they need to know, and also the non-binary folk and anybody else that we're with. But we can teach our partners. If we aren't getting that love language that we need, we can teach. Just there's little things we can do. You know what I'm saying? There's little ways that we've got our ways. We can do certain little things, and we can just nudge here and shave off a sharp edge there and make it a bit more rounded there. And before you know it, we can train them. Is basically what I'm saying. So don't let that feeling of I'm not sure get on top of you, because again, you have got that. We've got the 2 9s here, the 9 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles. They're both reversed, which means things are going to be a little bit different, and it's going to take a bit for the jigsaw pieces to fully meet. but you've got this really strong, there's 9 of cups and the 9 of pentacles, a lot of love, full of love and full of growth moving forward. And to top it all, over everything, we've got the 2 of cups, this idea that you're better together than apart, that together you can be each other's rock, you've got each other's back, and between you, you build that security. Okay. It sounds really, really positive, my darling. It feels really, really positive. I am absolutely ready to dust off or go and buy my new wedding hat. I'm not going to use the one I used to have because it was crap, but I'm ready to go and get my new wedding hat and to be there by Zoom or whatever, ready for the wedding, because it really does feel, again, with this one, like there's a strong connection between the 2 of you. And listen, what I would say, my darling, is you can always train them later down the line. You know, I shouldn't say that, should I? I shouldn't say that, but we know it's true, but I shouldn't say that. So I didn't say, you didn't hear that from me, my darling, but there are definitely ways down the line that we can change those things. Right, my darling, let's have a look. Gosh, there's lots of comments. Right, let's have a look. Right, okay, you hate retrograde, your phone. Yeah, I know, mine's been doing the same thing. Mine has been doing the same thing. I do plate thee my trough. All of that. Yes. He's in the army. Okay. Not the pentacles. Pentacles are fine. He's going to be a sergeant before the end of the year. Ooh, kids in 2 to 3 years, maybe a little bit earlier. Just saying, maybe a little bit earlier. Just saying. You've always been long distance. Ooh, there you go then. This is what is going to be, you see. Long distance is grand, obviously, because he's been in the army. But what that means is that as you get to know each other physically and get to know each other's love language, you can basically say, I need you to hold my hand when we're out. That's just one little thing for me. Or you might say, you know, before we go to bed every night, I want you to kiss me. Or before we fall asleep, I want you to tell me that you love me. Me and my husband will never, I won't say never, we've been together 9 years now, or 9 years in October, and very, very rarely do we go to sleep on an argument. If we've had an argument or a disagreement or a bicker or whatever, then it will be, look, whatever's been said, you know I love you, right? I love you. Oh yeah, right. Yes, well, I love you too. Yes, well, I know you do. Let's not argue again. Well, you said that. Well, I said, well, okay. Let's agree to get some sleep. I love you. I love you too. So we've got that. Like, we'll never sleep without saying I love you to each other, even if we've been in, you know, that sort of situation. Oh, so he does. He is getting there. You see, this is it. This is it. He just ordered them over and told me not to worry about buying them. So it is. So the financial element is that security is there for you as well. Oh my God, my darling, it sounds really good. It sounds really good. Yeah, you can train them a little bit. Good evening, Belinda. It took 37 years to train yours. Jeez, that's a lot. The first day you met him, you told your boyfriend, your best friend, you found your husband and she called you crazy. No. Not kids a bit earlier. This man going to have a heart. But we're moving in together next year and going back to school for radiology tech. That's very cool. Well, listen, if you don't want the children, make sure he put something on it, or you take care of it with the pill, because there is that 10 of Pentacles is very, very, very clear about generations and about it being, this is in the what you need to know. So this is very much about getting the next generation, for parents to be grandparents and grandparents to be great grandparents and all of that. We're not talking about that, Ed. That's a different type of training, my friend. That's a different type of training. Hang on. I wonder if I can I wonder if I could make this work, even though it's on the airplane mode. Let me just see. Oh, I can. There's a difference. There's a different way. But yeah, my darling, I wish you all the very best, Mimi. Again, do you know what? I'm so glad today. We've had 2 readings in a row about relationships that have been really, really positive. I am really happy with that. Normally, I am like the Grim Reaper of love coming over and saying, oh, this doesn't look good. Oh, that doesn't look good. I am so happy that I get to actually deliver positive news. That's really good. Listen, I think both you and Mandy before you, I think both of you have found your person, and hold on to them, because trust me, I found my person, and he also found his. So, you know, just big up myself. So yeah, it's just the thing. Hold on to your person. But thank you very much for your question, my darling. Right, Nanette, I've got you up next, my darling. A general reading. I will do that for you. After Nanette, everybody. After Nanette, I will. Yeah, I bet you did, Ed. I bet you did. No, well, try and get some sleep. Otherwise, when you go in October, you'll end up looking like his grandmother. You know what I mean? Or end up looking like your grandmother. You don't want that. Sleepless nights, it's the worst thing for your complexion. Now the cards have spoken. You know that things are going to be good. So now you can have some lovely, peaceful night's sleep. You can get your beauty sleep. You can put a little bit of that, like, serum and a little bit of vitamin C serum, a little bit of hyaluronic acid, get your nice little sleeps. And then when you see him at the end of October, that's all I'm saying. A little bit of lovely. Oh, I'm so glad. Right, let's go to Nanette. Nanette, I'm coming for your reading now, my darling. A general reading for Nanette. I will do that for you in precisely 15 seconds, straight after this. Yes, indeed. Right then, let's go ahead and cleanse that area. And we're going to bring in Wispy. Wispy, it's Nanette's Blood Rose Horror Nightmare, otherwise known as Nanette. And I believe that's Jack just in the lovely photo. Look at your Jack. Is it Jack? Is it Jack? I'm sure it's Jack. I'm sure that's his name, isn't it? It's Jack, isn't it? Please tell me I'm right. Please tell me it's Jack. I think it is. Right then, let's have a little look. Oh, thank you, Mimi. You should come back on the channel. Yes, it is Jack. I knew it was. Yes, see, I'm good with doggos. I like doggos more than children. I like doggos more than people. I like doggos more than adults, because doggos are the best. But also people are lovely too. Right, okay. Right, here we go. Back on there. So I am, let me press, where's my button? I've lost my button. Hang on. Lisa's currently that one. There we go. Right then. So Nanette and Jack. Wispy, Nanette would like to have a general reading. You don't get that one, Wispy. If you want a card to flip, you've got to wait until at least he asks the question first. I also like dragons as well, Wispy. Don't get your knickers in a twist. Right then. Oh, I know, right? It's all well and good having kids, all well and good having doggos and pussycats and all those other animals. You try dealing with a pissed off blooming ethereal dragon that you created. Do you know what I mean? Right, Wispy. Nanette would like a general reading, please. A general reading. So a snapshot of what is to come, where September is right round the corner. So what is coming in the next 3 or 4 weeks for the lovely Nanette? Let's have a look. We're going to cut your cards. Oh, it's going again. I knew it was going again. I could feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my toes. Right then. We've got the King of Cups again. Okay. And we've got the 10 of Pentacles again. You see me shuffling these cards, right? Oh, and our first major arcana card of the night. This is a very minor heavy deck. It really is. Right then. So the King of Cups in your present space, Nanette. So I don't know whether there is a bit of love energy around you right now, whether there is a friend or the king could be an authority figure around you, could be like a father, grandfather type, that type of level energy. Oh, hang on, I need to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. It could be a close friend, a romantic individual, or it could be somebody, as I say, family related around you, that is slightly older, because the kings bring that mature energy. Okay, so the king brings that positive, generally positive, emotional energy that comes from a sense of maturity. This isn't someone in their 20s. You know what I mean? This is somebody who's a little bit older, a little bit wiser, and they're bringing that emotional connection to you at the moment. Now, I don't know whether that is coming in as a full love connection or whether that is coming in as a friend connection. It feels, because we've got the 10 here, again, it feels like it could be a familial energy that's coming through at the moment, that is somebody around you who is either back in the picture or somebody that's new coming in. It feels like it's very new. Whoever this person is, it doesn't feel as if they've been in your life for whatever reason, either before or for a while. Does that make sense? So it's either like the return of somebody, or it's somebody who hasn't been around at all. So it's either a new energy coming in or the return, but from quite a distance in the past. The 10 of Pentacles, as I say, this is in the what you need to know. Now, the thing about this is that Pentacles is career, work, finance, but it's also growth. And as you saw in the previous reading when this came up, it can also represent that generational energy. So coming up after the king, I don't know whether there is that, like, this is a family connection coming in, or whether it's something, how can I say it? Whether it's some... Come on, Wispy, give me that again. I think the way it's fallen, right? The way it's fallen, it could be somebody. Oh, I don't know what this is. Do you know what it feels like? It feels like somebody you went to school with, right? And it's almost like if this was a Hallmark movie or like one of those Sunday afternoon movies, right? It feels as if this is one of those situations where you go back to the local town that you grew up in for the high school reunion type thing, right? And you meet up with your old boyfriend from high school, and then there's that reconnection, and then things develop, and then you introduce each other to your families, and then, you know, you start, it's almost like he's either in your family or you're part of his family, and it feels like it's almost like you're going to share Christmas together or New Year together. Do you know what I mean? It's like there is this very, very different kind of vibe that hasn't been there for a while. And or could even, I mean, it could even be a like an old school teacher. I don't know what this connection is, Nanette, but whatever it is, it's quite a, it feels like quite a loving connection rather than it being just a friend. Now, I don't know whether that hits home for you, but it does. This, what you need to know, this is growth and it is finances. So I don't know whether this person has, I don't think it's like a wealthy family, like the Rothgards, whatever, that rich family, or like the Trumps or the Clintons, or, you know, I don't think it's like a famous family, but it feels like, oh, Whisper, give me that again. It feels like, it feels like the family connection here will, oh, how do I say this? Thank you, Wispy. Right, okay, no bullshit. It feels, Nanette, like whoever this person is, the connection, it feels like they've got a larger family. And it feels like if you and this person are either really close friends, but I think it goes beyond that. I think it almost is like partner energy. It's like you'll be accepted into his family, and you and your grandmother will be accepted into his family. Does that make sense? And it's almost like his wider family will give you that connection with that wider family type unit that you haven't had. And it's like it's like you'll be part of the family, and that's something that I think for you is something you probably, oh God, Wispy, just right. Oh, how do I say it? I think he brings the family you don't have, if that makes sense, Nanette, right? And I think that family feeling, I think that's the vibe, that he's from a stable sort of Disneyfied family unit. Does that make sense? And probably his parents and grandparents are still together and all of that, and has that regular holiday family element, you know, where everybody gets together and it'll be Thanksgiving for the States, not Christmas, but it feels very much like that, my darling. It feels very much like your connection to him and his connection to you will be that strong connection, that strong romantic connection. The one thing I will say, right, this feels very positive. The one thing I will say, in the future opportunity, we have got the Wheel of Fortune. Now, this is the first one of the there we go, the wheel. It's the first one of the majors that has come up. Now, this Wheel of Fortune is a little bit different. It's almost like it's talking about manifestation, it's talking about mindfulness, about meditation, yoga, and it's like it doesn't quite have that same risk or reward element to it. So even when it's reversed, I would say be careful about rushing in. Be careful about making hasty decisions, because again, the thing with the Wheel of Fortune is that once you've spun it, you're kind of committed. You know what I mean? And the reversal here is just saying there could be risks as well as rewards, which we get from the Wheel of Fortune. It may well be that because you have this strong connection to him, and by the way, my darling, if I'm right and this is what's going on, then like, amazing. I am very, very happy for you. If this is somebody that is in your life and has that connection with you, and you have that connection with him, And if this is a burgeoning relationship, my darling, I'm very, very made up for you. This may be the third wedding hat that I need to buy. That's fine. Just be careful, right? The word of warning with the Wheel of Fortune would be, don't jump in where angels fear to tread. Don't rush things. And okay, Wispy, give me that again. It's almost like, don't go all in. Don't go all in too early, right? I think that's a different, that's poker, not roulette wheel. Either way, don't go all in too early, right? If it's still really early days, get to know, build that trust, do all of that. Don't get kind of blinkered by the fact that he comes with this sort of family unit connection-y type farm family village type thing. Do you know what I mean? Don't get blinkered by this. Go gently, learn to get to know each other, learn to trust each other, and let things progress that way, rather than going, right, I am leaving my family and I'm going to move in with him, you know, in 2 weeks time. You know what I mean? Be a bit careful. Not that there's anything wrong, but just do things gradually. The yoga element on here would teach patience and doing things at the right speed. And yes, you can manifest and you can create and all of that, but do it at the right speed. Don't go rushing in. If it's meant to be and that connection is strong, it will happen. Let it take its course, basically. Don't spin that wheel too soon. Hopefully that helps, my darling. Hopefully that helps. Listen, I am absolutely made up for you. Look, where's my buttons? I can't even find my buttons. Here we go. I am absolutely made up for you. If this is right, let me look in the chat, because I really do hope. Hang on, let me turn the banner off. I really, really hope, my darling, that, oh gosh, hang on, there's loads of comments. Where am I going back to? Oh gosh, hang on. Yeah, I get it. It's your birthday in September. Ooh, fantastic. You love someone and he likes you. The way he flirts with you, you know he likes you, but he said he did as well. Oh my God, they haven't been in your life long. Oh my God. Hang on. I don't want to read anyone else. I'm just reading Nanette's messages. The person that you're talking to is very connected to their family. Shit. Sorry, didn't mean to swear. And you kind of got a big family. Not actually like... my eyes aren't working. Right, brain, read the words on the page. Don't jump in. Right, the person that you're talking to is very connected to their family, and you've kind of got a big family, not actually their own children or anything, but their family. They spend a lot of time, and their family is a package deal with them. When you met the guy, you felt you knew him on all your life. Knowing him from your path comes in. Nanette. Oh my God, Patricia, we're going to need another hat. The other day when you were talking to them, they told you they're going to save money, and anytime you need money for lunch, they will pay. And then you don't have to pay for your food when you go to New Day Clubhouse. But he does really well with his money. He pays attention to everything he gets. So that's the whole thing with the money. It makes you really happy. And if you ever get married, it'll be a hand fasting rather than marriage. But we are definitely going to have you and Holland and Ed and Lisa on Zoom. Yay. He already said that we'll have grandmas come over with you, that he wants to be part of the family, and he knows that they will too. Oh my darling, it's the family you don't have. It's the... oh my God, that is so cool. That is so cool. That is really cool. We are taking our time. We're not doing the whole moving in together, but we're taking our time. We're finding out about each other, and you're not doing the old stupid mistakes I did in the past. You want to get to know him, but you're very happy about just reading it. It really tells you what you really need to know. Not to mention the fact we both have been hurt by exes, and we don't want to go down that road again, but we do like each other. Oh, Nanette. Oh, I'm really pleased for you. I'm really, really pleased for you. No, you don't love, you mean like. No, Freudian slip. Freudian slip. Nope, 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 nope. You wrote it, you meant it. Oh, my darling. Oh my gosh. This is a really positive stream in terms of romances. My God, we go on like this. I tell you what, everyone that's getting into new relationships, if you're having kids, if one of them is a girl or a non-binary person or a boy, whatever, name them Lisa or Lee, as in Lisa Lee, because that's my name here on the YouTubes. So Lisa Lee. So yeah, all of that, and you can spell Lee a multitude of ways. Leigh, Lee, Lei, any which way. Oh my God, that is so cool. Everybody, I'm so happy for people that are starting. Something is definitely in the air. I think it's this deck of cards, you know. I think it's giving positive romantic vibes. You've known each other about 3 months. Oh, Nanette, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. Big question though. Does Jack like him? That's the biggest question. Because if Jack likes him, you know you're onto a winner. You know you're onto a winner. Oh my gosh, everybody, this is such a lovely stream. Right. There's going to be time for one more reading, everybody. So if you would like the final position, let me do let me do this one. So then there's one more free round and one more question available, one more slot available. So I'm so happy for you. I am absolutely happy for you, Nanette. I really, really, truly, truly, truly am. I'm really happy for you. Right then, so we're going to, before we get completely overwhelmed, we're going to hit the magic air horn, and I've put it into the live chat. The free round is available now. So if you would like the last slot tonight, no more super chats, please, but you can go ahead, pop your question into that there live chat, starting with the word question. This will be the final round tonight. So if you would like to get your reading, then do please pop your question to the live chat, starting with the word question, and I will read for one of them in 32 seconds time. Okay, right then, let me take the banner off. And morning. Good morning. Hello. A general career reading for the rest of this week. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, my darling, I will do that for you. Right then, so you are the last reading for today. What am I doing? I'm looking all over the place instead of pressing this magic button. I wasn't ready for that then. I know, right? I was like, I'm just going to press this button without realizing that I hadn't got the camera in position. So yes. Right then, let's have a look. What am I trying to do? What are you trying to do, Lisa? I'm trying to put the banner up. Right. Hold on one second. There we go. Right then, so morning. As always, I am going to cleanse the space, and we're going to bring in the ever lovely Wispy. Wispy, you've been on top form tonight, my darling. So then, we want to know, Morning would like to know, a general career reading for the rest of this week. So very specific, Wispy. For the rest of this week, what is a general career reading for morning? Let's have a look and see. Morning, would you like me to go Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? I think that would make sense. Or do you need to know for the weekend as well? Let me hang on. Let me go into the comment section because I'm asking a specific question. So morning, do you want yes, right. Okie dokie, my darling. I will do that for you. Right, let me just turn that chat off. That one. And did I? Hold on. Who do. There we go. Right then. So, right, Wispy. A Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, each card, each day. Let's see what's happening in the workplace for morning. Okay, let's have a look. And straight down the middle with the cards. That's good. Right then. So, for tomorrow, what is happening tomorrow? Ooh. Some swords. Swords are the trouble and strife, hard issues to deal with, hurdles to overcome. The 4, though, is kind of the best sword card you can have because it kind of says whatever's happening, whatever's going on, tomorrow is stable. Okay, so it doesn't feel like it's going to get any worse. It doesn't feel like it's going to get any better. It's kind of one of those station keeping days. So whatever's going on, I don't think tomorrow is likely to be D-Day. Okay, so whatever's happening for career wise, I think tomorrow is ticking over, same as the last couple of days or the same as today. It feels like that stability, because 4s, if you think of four table legs, 4 chair legs, 4 is a very stable position to be in. If it was this way, it would be talking about stagnation and issues that are not being resolved, not being dealt with, and getting worse. This way, it's like you're still able to get a good night's sleep. You're still able to not overly focus on the issues. They're just, you know, they're going through the motions, if you like. So that's Wednesday. Thursday, the King of Cups. So Thursday could be an authority figure with the King. Cups is the emotional suit. So Cups is talking about if there is a meeting with the boss, then it could well go, it could be okay. Reason I'm saying that is because the King is upright. The King of Cups is the emotions, and Cups is love, friendship, all of those positive sort of vibes. Now, the thing with the King of Cups is that in a workplace setting, it could be an inappropriateness, if that makes sense. So the King could be that connection could kind of be used inappropriately by certain types of bosses, if you get what I'm trying to say. I'm not necessarily saying that there will be any type of harassment or any HR issue, but there could be, right? There could be something connected. And then let's look at Friday. Friday is the Page of Swords reversed. Again, this deck does not like throwing out major arcana cards. So the Page of Swords is about, again, a hurdle and a learning curve. The fact that this is reversed could be that whatever you're expecting to happen is going to be Friday, because it feels like Friday, this energy from the page, especially when it's reversed, is talking about perhaps a mistake, an issue that's been raised through ignorance with a small I. It's like a lack of experience, a lack of training, a lack of something. It's that sort of vibe that comes in with the page. It's a learning issue rather than it being something that was done nefariously. Do you know what I mean? So it could be, and for instance, it could be that you, I don't know, let's pretend you work in a supermarket and you've taken a dodgy £50 or $50 note that was fake, right? It could be you took it because the person looked genuine and you ran the thing over the note and you thought that if it went yellow, it was real. Whereas actually, if it goes yellow, it's fake, right? For instance, but nobody had ever told you that. So when you put the pen on, it looked yellow because that's what you were expecting with a yellow pen. And therefore you took the note, but actually you shouldn't have done, but your boss is at fault because he didn't tell you, right? That could be something like that the decision comes out, that it's a lack of training. Whatever's happening, this would be my concern, because this King of Cups, the boss energy, if it's friendship only, right, and the boss is trying to help you fight your case, fight your corner in whatever's going on with these swords either side, then that's one thing. However, be very careful with this boss energy, because it's very there's always a power dynamic in the workplace, right? There's always a power dynamic. And if the king, if that boss, manager, high manager, general manager, whatever, if there is a hint of, I can do this for you, what can you do for me down the line? If there's any hint of that, red flag it, right? I don't know what the situation is that you're talking about. I don't know exactly what's happening for you, but it does feel that there is an underlying issue because of the sword cards either side, and it does feel as if there is something perhaps that you are waiting to be resolved either through HR, a complaint against you, or maybe a complaint against somebody else. But beware on Thursday, my darling. Beware on if it's purely and simply, if the boundaries are firmly in place, that's fine. If there's any hint of that boundary slipping or the boundaries not being there, just be aware that this is cups. This is an emotional suit, an emotional connection. Okay, my darling, I hope that helps. I really do. I'm not entirely certain that it will, but yeah, I hope that helps, my darling. It really does feel as if there is something going on, and it doesn't feel like it's gonna, like, I don't think that whatever negativity is coming your way, I don't think it's going to be a ton of shit happening on your head on Friday. I think whatever it is going to be down to lack of training, lack of something. But beware the king. Beware the king. And if there's any ulterior motive or any hint of anything, just be aware. Okay, my darling, I hope that helps. And yeah, that is going to be the last question for today. Right, let's have a look in the live chat. Oh, Lola, hello, my darling. Unfortunately, that was the last reading today. We are, it is 20:57 here in the UK, 3 minutes to 9, and we finish at 9 p.m. in the UK, my darling. But thank you. Good night, Mandy. Thank you for being here. Nanette, good morning and sweet dreams. Yeah. Yeah, we will be back on. We're here every Sunday and Tuesday at 7 p.m. However, we are also here now on Thursday evenings at 11:45 p.m. in the UK. So quarter to midnight in the UK, which works out to be 3:45 p.m. in San Francisco, 4:45 p.m. in Denver, 6:45 p.m. in New York, and then also 1:45 a.m. in South Africa, 4:45 a.m. in India, and 9:45 a.m. in Australia. So hopefully, my friends, that makes sense. So then, thank you everybody for being here. I will be back on, as it says there, on Thursday at 11:45 a.m. Oh, thank you, Mandy. Thank you, my darling, for confirming that. Let us know next week, Mandy, how things go. Morning. Let us know next week morning how things go, okay? Hopefully, fingers crossed for you, whatever's happening, I hope it all comes out okay, and I hope it comes out in favor for you. YouTube can be very annoying. It's not been giving you notifications. All you can do, turn your notifications off. So unclick your bell and then click it back again. That is a good way of getting that. But yeah, again, if you have enjoyed this stream, everybody, or if you've made it all the way through to the end and you haven't already, please do hit that like button, that thumbs up button. It really helps us out. And then hit the subscribe and dong your bell, and so that way YouTube can let you know whenever we go live or post a video. I will be doing another tarot deck review this week, probably for Monday, to be honest with you. So I think this time it's going to be the Rebel Witches, which Rufus bought me for my birthday and I've still not used. Again, the standard, I've had this deck for several months and now I'm finally getting round to it. You know, it's the ADHD way of things. But yes, thank you, everybody. I will be back on Thursday at 11:45 p.m. here in the UK. And until then, stay you, stay true, stay authentic, and I will definitely see you on the next one. Take care, everyone. Thank you to the mods. Thank you to the members. Thank you to everyone for watching. Bye.